All right, welcome everyone, Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Space Brothers, episode 20. Last day in
Final
the box.
day. Yep. You got to decide on two people. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be easy.
Yeah, this is a group of people that you could make lifelong friendships with.
Yeah.
You were forced into this situation, and now the test is, about near to its end. And choosing two people is going to be tough, but any one of them would have been with you along the way in this journey, Muta.
Yeah.
So, yeah, regardless of who you choose, you can be happy that you went through this process with them.
Right. Even if it's not necessarily an easy decision, I think it is going to be a smooth one, given how much you guys have bonded.
Possibly, yeah. I think it would be really cool to show that their team specifically has the least issues with it.
Yeah.
Although it could just come blowing up entirely at the last minute here.
Yeah.
But I also think that with the idea of the, green cards specifically being given out, they might even more realize that it's not about who they pick. It's actually more about that they're able to pick.
The process of picking.
And the process of picking. Because Jaxa is Jaxa.
Yeah.
Honestly,
they're going to know who they want.
They're going to know who they want. And all of the stuff you guys did in the box matters.
Right.
So you guys making the decision, it says more about you guys based on how and who you pick rather than
if it's you.
If it's you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that to be most likely what's revealed. It doesn't have to be that, but it'd be really cool because it feels like it would make this entire experience very worthwhile.
I almost wouldn't be surprised if a decent chunk of the episode wasn't even for Team A, but it's for Team B because that's where there's a lot more of the conflict within the team still.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll have to see.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. What's going on
Oh
today?
my god. I love it. Amazing.
お父さん、お昼何食べたい？朝飯食いながらもう昼の話か。
This is so great.
うどんでいいよ、うどんで。オッケー。
Okay.
Wow.
何の日だったかしら。
Yeah, what was it? Perfect. Go straight into the OP.
心配していた閉鎖環境だったけど。
Yeah, we had a fun day.
Has he been keeping track himself of who he'd vote for?
Yeah, probably. Okay.
All right.
Boiling the noodles. Oh, little giggles she had, realizing how good they were.
でももし宇宙で食料不足になってもうどんは不明な。
True.
最終日の今日の課題を発表します。
Okay.
今日一日自由に過ごしてください。何をしても構いません。それが今日の課題です。ただし16時までに2人を選んでもらいます。
4 p.m. Since we made sure all your clocks were broken.
Yeah.
みんなはどうしたい？
とりあえず今日までやってきた日課の課題は最後までやっとこうや。
Very dutiful. Yes.
72、35、156、18、62、
相変わらず早いな。
304、7、
All right, Muta. Who are you? Yeah, who are you leaning towards?
誰だって自分が一番宇宙飛行士になりたいと思ってるに決まってる。
If he's the only person that doesn't vote for himself,
That would be
could
impressive.
interesting,
Because, Serika is definitely one of the people he's choosing, if it were up to him, but...
Yeah.
考えるな。
Nice.
誰を選ぶかなんて今は考えるな。
Bringing up their personal competition a little bit, just at the end here.
She's like, what was it, though?
思い出したわ、お父さん。
Ah!
もう、むーちゃんが帰って。
Yeah! Yeah!
562、124、164、215。
All of his are triple digit?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
he really does have bad luck.
そろばんない方が早いやんけ。
すごい。522、900。
One of Nita's answers was 7!
Yeah,
I was like, 21 divided by 3.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
6 plus 1.
I like the idea, though, that they're getting their mental elasticity up so that they're able to tell the difference between the individual, like, signs. 49. That's your new record.
49万。いや、多分俺のより問題。
Bro,
No, he had much harder problems than you. I love Muta's noises.
なんやこいつ。言いながらアメリカンジョークの本を。おい、
hi, yeah.
なんかあったんか自分。
なんもねえよ。しょうがねえ。今日からナンバって呼んでやるよ。つっても今
Nice.
日で終わりだけど。オッケー。にしても何だったんだ。さっきのあの集中力。
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
僕のところにグリーンカードが来てればあんな風にはならなかったですよ。真壁さんを疑うことはなかったんです。
is one of the rules you're not supposed to talk about those things?
より昨日から何一生懸命やってんの？それ。
わかるでしょ。
Recreating the points. Yeah.
初日からの記憶をたどって数値を入力していきました。
Whoa.
幸いトミー君がかなり詳細に覚えていて
Right. Yeah.
またかって思うかもしれませんけど、これなしでは話にならないと僕は思ってるんです。
Conversation?
仲良し小良しでは決めづらくなるだけだと思ってました。真壁さん、今1位は誰だと思います？手島さんです。
Whoa. Wow.
意外ですよね。彼は途中までわざと力を抑えてたんでしょうか。
Dang.
Okay.
ゴミあったら言ってね。
来た時よりも美しくね。
Hey. Huh?
南波さん、
Yeah.
私の名前、下の名前で呼んでくれていいですよ。
Wow. Wow.
その理由に気づいたら、その時は握手でもしよう。福田さん、よかった。
Yeah, you won over all of them. With Nita calling you by, Nanba now.
That's the last one, yeah.
That was the last one, yeah.
どっちが宇宙飛行士にふさわしいか。ちょっとでも優劣つけとく
Sure,
ためのバトルや。
勝ったな。この2週間。
こうしてみるとすごくいいメンバーだった。いろいろあったな。
変なやつばっかやったけど。
Every single
Yes.
one. That is true. Genuinely, the least weird of them was actually Nita.
宇宙
Actually,
へ行
like,
けたら
Nice.
Two-hour warning.
時間です皆さん。
Yep.
どんな方法でも構いません。2時間以内に
Right, and they have to come to a consensus. Who
Yeah.
cares what you individually think?
Yep.
You have to group-wise decide.
Yeah.
ダメだな。よーし、ピッカピカ。これでもう吹くとこねえや。綺麗。向こうも終わったよ。
All right, let's talk.
So we'll talk about this next episode.
問題は決める方法だな。全員が同意できるってのが必要条件か。
Right.
私もずっと考えていたが、これといっていい案がない。
It's actually a good thing to speak up about first.
っているとは思わない。この5人なら誰だろうと。誰がなってもおかしくない。
Yeah. I went to the toilet because I do my best thinking on the throne, you know?
Yeah,
The porcelain throne. Think, Mark.
Focus my energies.
I mean, there's a euphoric, like, I just took a shit and now I can think again, you know?
言ったら明らかに不利になる人が2人いる。
やっぱり不安だ。考え出したら急に肩身が狭くなってきた。私だけみんなと違う。
Oh, sure.
同性という点で後手に捉えられても仕方ない。そして私もだ。
Right.
若さをとどめたつもりでも、実
Yeah, I'm old. Sure.
講師になってからの先の短さ。話し合いで決めるとなれば、必ず誰かに。
It will be brought up. I like that he's just like saying I should just accept it at that point.
普通に考えて一番自然なんは投票かな。やっぱそれぞれ自分以外の2人の名前書いて、それを集計したトップ2人で決定やん。
俺は投票には賛成できねえ。
I actually agree. Yeah.
投票だと人気が集まりそうなやつに
Right.
わざと票を入れないってこともできる。
It should be a conversation.
自分が残るためにな。俺ならそうするし、そうしてでも選ばれたいのはみんな同じだろう。
Yep. Glad that was brought up so quickly. Y'all are intelligent people.
Right.
酔った時はね、どっちが正しいかって考えちゃダメよ。日が暮れちゃうわ。
Whoa.
Okay.
じゃあどうすんのさ。
Whoa.
あなたのことならあなたの胸が知ってるもんよ。どっちが楽しいかで決めなさい。
Whoa.
Okay.
Let's play a game, y'all. He's gonna let's play a game.
No way.
Not like a competitive game, but like a fun game.
ないな。消去法しかないか。
みんな、
Guys, I got it.
じゃんけんで決めようか。
Oh my god.
Not a joke.
字で言ってんだ。
Okay.
あ、おかありえへん。却下や却下。ここまでなんでじゃんけんやねん。意味わからへん。お前頭だくん。
But that's kind of just saying you're not going to decide. You're just picking at random.
Well, but this is the thing. He's figured out that Jax is going to pick anyway.
No, right. But
ここでの結果に関わらず選ばれる。
ありえへん。
Yeah, I get why he's upset though.
この2週間でやった全課題の成績が記録してある。ちゃんと正直に書いた。みんな順位知りたいやろ。何か発表しようか。まず俺は
third, fourth.
最下位や。
Wow.
Good job.
最下位やったわ。俺。
いやさん。
Wow, what a guy.
じゃんけんを超える公平な方法はないって。
Uh-huh.
この
Wow.
5人はまあ、あれだ。みんなじゃんけんみたいなもんだ。
Yeah.
Okay.
There's good reasons to have rock, paper, or scissors. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
誰が一番強いか。
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
I respect this decision so much because it flies absolutely in the face of the rationale logic of needing to, decide who's the 8.78 and who's the 8.85,
Sure.
That will rank the highest here. And now we're going to have an absolutely hilarious tournament arc.
Right.
Because you have 5 people.
Yeah,
How
do
you
they do
choose
it?
to do it, unless they all choose a throw. And then it's just... No, because that doesn't work. It has to be one-on-one. It has to be one-on-one.
You could do a group thing and then just if more than... if it gets reduced down to less than 2 people, then you just redo it. You do a tiebreaker between the people that got eliminated at the same time or whatever.
No, they're all going at once.
Cool.
That's
Alright.
also actually efficient in that you don't have to explain to us how the actual hell they got a 5-player rock, paper, scissors to work out.
No, you just do it all at the same time. And then if nobody gets eliminated, all right, you keep going.
Well, Jacob, do you understand how that would work, though? What happens if you have 2 paper, 2 rock, and 2 paper, 2 rock, and a scissors? What happens? So the way you'd have to do this, and this is why I'm telling you it's dumb, is that if I throw a rock and you're next to me, you affect the people like next to you or something, or some nonsense. See, it doesn't work. Rock, paper, scissors works on the basis that you're going against one other person.
Well, but there would be times where...
Yes, 4 rock, 1 paper.
Yeah.
Do all the rock people go away because...
Yeah. And then it'd be a tiebreaker between those 4 people remaining to see who wins. If the first throw was that, that's how it'd go.
Okay.
All right.
It's all gone down
Yep.
to Jangkenpong, to rock,
There we
paper,
go.
scissors.
Yep.
I get it. I respect the decision here. I completely have 0 respect for the everyone throws at once. But yeah, I guess you'd have to do some kind of a matrix in order to actually set up the
double elimination or something like
yeah.
So that way, with an odd number of people, you can make it so that
right, without giving someone an actual advantageous seed within the
exactly
the start there.
Yeah.
So unless there's some Japan knows how to play rock paper scissors with 5 people rules that I don't know about.
Japan is very serious about rock paper scissors.
They are very serious about rock paper scissors.
I would not be surprised if this is where we find out that it's just no. Because usually it'll be like at an event or something, and there will be one person who's like the dealer, and then you're just playing up against them, right? And it's who do they eliminate, you know?
Sure.
But in a group of 5 people.
I don't know. What I would see happening basically is that it's kind of like the thing that you described, where if all people would be eliminated, you just keep throwing until less than all people are eliminated.
And if you get it's something where everybody but one person is eliminated, cool. The one person who wasn't eliminated is one of the picks, and then everybody else keeps going to get one person.
Right, which might kind of fit.
Yeah.
But that would greatly benefit you in some ways. There is a bit of strategy to that, I will just say.
Well, and also, more importantly, there's some narrative, not convenience, but glossing over the things that would ruin the moment of yes, togetherness, rock, paper, scissors. But wait, hold on. But, how do we handle...
Right. So I guess they just decided to be because we're all kids.
Yep.
We were all kids at one point where we knew how to do this. And you know what? Since that's the core of the message here, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because
but
any
my
gamer
technical gamer brain in me just gets hurt.
You say whether or not tilts work for dice. If it falls off the table, does it get re-rolled, or do you keep the result?
Yep.
Does it need to be rolled in a box, or right? You get that figured out beforehand, because otherwise friendships will be broken, murders will be had. Right? That's it.
This is just the way everyone knows this. Yeah. It is known. How do you?
Anybody who's played battle strategy games knows the stuff of you can't chain cover out with stealth so that way you just have a line of people going out into the middle of nowhere and say that they're all invisible because they're hiding behind each other. That doesn't work, right?
Tuskens always walk in single file to hide their numbers.
Yeah.
These blasts were too accurate for stormtroopers.
Exactly.
Too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Right. So, but... Great, that's how they resolve it. Cool. I was really hoping we'd get that conversation, and it doesn't look like we'll get that in Makabe's group either.
So we got it with
Yasushi. Yeah, which I really liked. That was awesome.
What I liked about this was that we very clearly had in the episode a part where he's looking at his inspiration, his motivation, the reason why he's so fired up to do this is that he's taking on someone else's dream. He's very excited to, make this happen here. But we very clearly show in the episode the moment where all the scores are tallied up and we see something very interesting is that his score is the one on the bottom, right? And if we look at all the scores, basically, from that standpoint, Muta's is kind of funny here because it's actually the worst one. So he either lied here.
I think it might just be that the thing that we were shown here was not their absolute score. It's just one set of sums of their scores, right? Because there's whatever their scores were at the different activities, and then there's the sum for the day or the sum for that activity over the whole event. You know.
Sure, possibly. But when we actually show the names, unless he's just an absolute organizational, like, freak with regards to how he sets this up, his scores are on the bottom here, and they are lower on all the graphs. Nanba's, Muta's are lower than his in terms of overall sum. So I just found it to be interesting that he would basically potentially lie here.
Oh, that is interesting, yeah, because Muta is basically third.
Right, and the names are the same in every single one. So unless you're right, there's more...
Hey, this could be one of those, the puzzle is said to have so many pieces, but then we count them up and we're like, that don't match up. It could be one of those kinds of things.
Yes, I just wanted to bring that up as a thing that I noticed that when they showed his at the bottom of the graphs, which makes sense from maybe an alphabetical side of things. I know it's different from English to kanji and all that. He's shown to have a number that's closer to 400, whereas Nanba, even though he covers the scores at the bottom here, Nanba clearly has a number that's in the 60 range for the fourth one here, putting his number closer to 300. Which means Nanba is the one in dead last.
Well, and that's not even accounting for the thing that I thought they were going to bring up of the idea that not all of the tasks that they're told to do are necessarily going to be able to be quantified in an objective way, you know?
Right, and so maybe on these scores, this is where he's not doing that bad, and there are other things tracked.
There's other pages that have more data or something like that, Yeah,
I just wanted to bring that up, given that the one that actually has the name here, we clearly see Nanba with 4, and him with 21, and Fukuda with 23.
Right.
Oh, wait, no. Then we have another shot later where it is uncovered, and we see, 98, 105, 105, 106. Yeah, his number is basically like 412, 414. Nanba's is in the 300 range, so. Yeah, interesting.
But I love the character moment of him basically being like, him being the one to be like, no, I know who I'd pick. It's not me.
Yeah.
You know. But they decided to do it this way. Cool.
I just like that he made this choice to say that.
Right.
Regardless of whether or not it's true, the idea that he would then make this decision saying that I'm feeling bad for all of you guys that you're making this decision and completely letting, rock, paper, scissors decide it all. And yet he's the one that said, like, oh, no, that's actually the most fair thing to decide.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll take the discussion.
Cool. Thank you. I've been really sick recently, guys.
Yeah. No worries, man.
Yeah.
They're going to end up doing it. It ends in one round. I love basically the joke to be that Nanba throws paper because he knows that every anime character in existence throws rock compulsively and wins off of a solo paper throw after everyone else, throws rock. Also, given that he focused on himself, the camera focused on himself when he said paper. I'm just throwing out that prediction here if we're going to have it end in all in one round.
Sure.
Which, again, that's if he's going to win here. But also, it ends in one round, which means that if we're going by it all went in that one round, that means that 2 people threw the exact same thing, which 3 other people threw the losing thing to that 2 thing.
Right.
In order for it to end in one round.
Yeah, that's the only way that could happen.
That's literally the only way that could happen.
Yep.
I just, as someone that kind of can calculate the basic odds in my head, that's just so unlikely to happen.
It's not the same as when like a show will show like a chess position that does not exist, you know?
Yes. That in order to move to get there, you'd have to make illegal moves.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
But it's on that level of like, okay, all right, you know.
All right. Yeah. But again,
but it's sweet.
I would love the reveal, especially now because of the jankiness of the junkenness, you know, of this whole situation, to be that Jaxa's just looking to see how you guys do this as a team. And they really don't care who you pick. That they're ultimately just going to pick who they want to pick. They should, you know, measure you guys in that way, in whatever way they want, but having this be something that actually decides that much is kind of a...
Well, and that's where there's that part of me that was like, oh man, I was really looking forward to that kind of like assassination classroom, sort of like them going around and being like, hey, this is why I think you specifically would make an incredible astronaut.
Yeah.
And they basically just do that for everybody.
Yeah, it'd be really wholesome and amazing, and it'd be slower, but...
This episode was already pretty slow anyway.
This episode felt like it was spending a lot of time just recapping on why this journey was so amazing. And
which that's good to have and all that.
That's good to have, but
when the end is just rock, paper, scissors, that kind of feels...
a cop-out.
Like a cop-out. Like it felt like rock, paper, scissors could have been more like built up to, or... you know, they're able to like celebrate more together because we decide to have it relegated to just rock, paper, scissors.
Right. And again, I respect the decision to do this from the, hey, we're all going to let this go up to chance here.
Yep.
Because in some ways, yeah, the ability to sit there and talk about that is just going to take up too much time from the standpoint of this being like a mission. They need to make a cold call here. Like,
oh yeah, 2 hours can go by real quick.
Real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not everyone in this group of five is necessarily a good orator or necessarily really good at making a convincing argument. And there's a lot of value.
Great point.
There's a lot of value that people don't realize you put in someone's words depending on how well they communicate that.
Yeah.
So you'd be putting it up to basically whoever has the most charisma.
That's probably the best argument.
Likable.
That's probably the best argument for randomness / having it be a point-based system.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to deal with that. Problem is that that's then banking on the fact that you can make a good point-based system, for example.
Which you can't really.
Right. So randomness totally is better than that. But yeah.
Yeah, if you're going for fairness, randomness is the best. I
disagree with that. It's that randomness is equally unfair. You know, right? It's unfair equally.
I see some Joker little elements in there.
But it is not fair.
You know, it's the best thing about what does he say? You know, it's the best thing about random, or it's the best thing about chaos. It's fair.
Yeah, but it's really not.
No, that's the point, is that it's equally unfair, which means it's fair. Like, that's the definition of, like...
Sure. But
not really as much more to talk about here other than the decision that Yasushi made and the decision that Muta made.
Right. The vibes in the moment that the characters had together was very similar to the moment that happened in the previous episode, so it doesn't really feel like a character growth thing other than Yasushi in my mind.
Yasushi made the biggest, I would say, character growth decision, especially if he's lying.
Sure.
Especially if he's lying.
Yeah.
I actually really genuinely like that they gave us the scores, because I think there's a very real reason that he voted himself off the island despite his score not being the worst. Meaning that he's actually wanting to put Muta as one of his two.
Maybe.
Even though Muta's score was the lowest, actually.
Sure. Or he just realized that, like, oh, the way that I was being kind of prickly and the way that I've grown on that, I realize how important that is, and so as a result, I don't think I'm best qualified.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.